10 years old, my friend Hannah left me with something that stood with me forever. We were sitting on classroom floors in elementary school tossing around ideas for a school project. And she suddenly looked up and said, what if there was a way that we could save school supplies so nothing went to waste? Even then, I thought that was a genius idea because that was a very big thing in my community. I told her it was amazing. It was one of those simple ideas that just made sense. I told her it was amazing and she should take the leap. Of course, she nodded as a young person would and said, it's nothing. It's probably not, she responded. Only a couple of months later, I heard the news. It was a devastating news to me as a friend to Hannah because her idea was picked up by another team in the United States. They believed in that idea. They pursued that idea. It was something that they believed in, and they were able to raise $1.2 million in seed investment funding. Let me say that again, $1.2 million in seed investment funding for an idea that she called dumb, that she did not even believe in. And from then on, I really became interested in this topic, how youth voices in business are really not represented the way that they have the potential. I was determined to act. I wanted to make a difference for a world that has an untapped potential. So I became interested in the field and I wanted to do more research. So how many of you guys have had a business idea before that you probably never even talked about it to other people? You're not alone. According to research, actually 63% of the youth worldwide have a business idea, but only 8% of them actually start and pursue the goal. Only 8%, meaning 92% of those people are having Hannah's story implemented in their lives, a chance that could change their lives and the lives of others forever. According to other credible research, 40% of the GDP in emerging economies is by youth-led ventures. And according to McKinsey, a billion-dollar influential company have estimated that $300 million could be generated by youth-led ventures only in Africa if they're involved in digital aspects only. The cost is very devastating. The potential is massive. So as a younger person, at 14, I became aware of a problem that was in my community. Fast fashion, a problem that we still see today in thousands of communities around the world. It is a devastating problem that we are facing. So then I started small by creating a logo, drafting a business plan, and starting with what I had. Even then, as a person who was trying to change the picture for Hannah's around the world, I still felt doubt and I still felt the lack of confidence. I was hesitated and I was asking myself, whether is this even worth it? Whether is this ever going to work? But I remembered Hannah's story and how she missed her chance. How she did not pursue her dream, how she ignored her idea, her amazing $1 million idea, by forgetting about it and calling it stupid. So that was my wake-up call. That was the moment that I thought, I'm not going to miss that chance. I'm not going to do that. And I will pursue this, not for me, but for the youth around the world who need to be heard. So then, even at first, my idea was not good. What was probably nothing extraordinary. But just after a year, we actually became an internationally recognized company in fast fashion. It was a massive move for us. We received awards from Canadian organizations, from provincial organizations as a youth business, and a company that furthered the impacts and initiatives in sustainability. We provided a platform where people could express themselves and also tackle fast fashion problems. We draw the attention of media, of press, by what we were doing. We also saved 20,000 tons of emissions within the first 20 months of our operation. That was a milestone we did not expect at all. And what was really important for us wasn't the awards that we got, it wasn't the attention that we got from the media. What really mattered was that the voices of youth, the potential that they had, is finally being recognized on an international perspective. The world is slowly becoming aware of the potential that youth have, of the things that they could do, of the changes that they could make. So from then on, I wanted to empower more and more youth to be involved in these important aspects in our global economy, our national economy, because they have the power to inspire people, to connect communities, and to bring people together for a shared cause. So tonight, I want to leave you with three things that I found the most helpful throughout this journey as a young person facing challenges. The number one is that the $1 million startups that we know of today, the giants that we know of today, started small, including Apple, Amazon, and Google. So if you're sitting there thinking that you have an idea, including the ones who raised their hands, you may be thinking I'm just a student, but let me tell you, I am too, and I faced lots of challenges throughout this journey. But I think that you should connect with your friends, go up to your community, connect with your neighborhood, and build it from there. These giants that we know of today started from a home, as a home business, in a garage, or as a small high school initiative. But they started, and only after this crucial step, they then were able to become the giants that we know of today. So start. One of the things that is very important is that throughout this journey, you will face undoubtedly surprises. Things will not go the way that you planned. They may even turn out to be better. But is that ever the end? Surprises? No, that is a part of the journey. They are crucial for you to learn what works and what not. What is something that people find valuable? It teaches you things that you can implement in your next project, in your next step, or in the next initiative that you are having for the success of that business. It allows you to learn the secrets and the tricks that the experienced and knowledgeable people in the business development area know of. And lastly, it is okay if it feels heavy. In fact, 100% of the youth who have an idea, and even adults, face that fear. It is heavy, it is a big step. But we cannot let the story of Honors be repeated for other youth around the world. And that is because you have the power to stand out, you have the power to move forward, and you have the power to pursue your amazing ideas and change the world around you. And tonight I want to leave you with something that I value the most, and that is your idea could be the next $1 million idea. It has the power and potential to be the one that inspires people, that connects communities, and that is the problem that us as the members of this planet need. The vital problems that we are facing every day, including global crisis. It has the power to do that, and it has the potential to be even better than what you are thinking today. And that you should never call your ideas dumb, because they are never dumb. They deserve so much better than that. And they do not deserve for the story of Hana to be repeated for them. So, The world is waiting for your next